I'm about to reveal some shocking secret that DoorDash don't want you to know. I did DoorDash for a week and hold on tight. DoorDash is such a great and easy way to make money because you can get paid the same day. But doing DoorDash can also cost you a ton of money if you don't know what you are doing. I have learned a lot of tricks of the trade. And so in this video, I'm going to share with you 8 secrets that DoorDash doesn't want you to know. But these are valuable secrets that you guys can absolutely use. And that's why you need to watch this video until the end. You are watching the Financial Coffee channel? Let's get into this. The first secret that you can use, which DoorDash doesn't want you to know about, is you can get paid for an order that was already delivered and that you got assigned to. So if you have been dashing for a while, you probably have run into this problem. Basically, you show up at a restaurant and they tell you that another dasher already picked up your order. And at that point, you might be thinking that you lost out some money. But hold on, this is the good news. You can reach out to DoorDash and I think you can get half the pay for the order. To be honest with you, I always believed that it was so unfair and just annoying because it was DoorDash mess up. You should be paid the full amount. Don't worry, this is what you should do to get the full pay. Text the customer and ask him if the order has already been dropped off. If they say yes, then you can use this hack. So just confirm that you pick up the order and then drive to the drop-off location. But then you don't actually drop off the order. Just say that you gave it to the customer. The customer get their food and you get the full pay for the order. DoorDash is the only one who gets screwed in this situation. Because for the same order, they end up paying twice. They pay you and they pay the dasher who actually delivered the order. It's their fault for sending you an order that was already delivered. Now, let's move on to the next secret that DoorDash doesn't want you to know. And it's about using several apps like Uber Eats or Grubhub along with DoorDash. It's also called multi-apping. And trust me, it cannot lead to your deactivation, but it can get you in trouble, and this is how. I remember this one time when I was accepting orders from Uber Eats, Grubhub and DoorDash at the same time. So I had 5 orders in the car with me, all in hot bags. But if DoorDash and the other apps see that you are not following the exact trail that they want you to follow, they might get suspicious. And that can lead to your deactivation. But if you go about it the right way and refuse multiple orders from several apps at once, unless the drop-off and pick-up location are almost in the same exact spot, then you should be fine. You can use different apps to fight the slow time while you are out on your dash. And that, my friend, is a big tip that will definitely help increase your hourly pay. But trust me, DoorDash doesn't want people to know about this. That's why, if they found out that you are using multiple apps, it can lead to your deactivation. The third secret that DoorDash doesn't want you to know is how to get rid of order where the customer didn't tip at all. So let's say that you receive a stack order and it's all combined into one single order. You can actually go into the app and see how much each individual order pay. Then you can select the one that will pay you more and for less mileage. And just for that order, and unassign the garbage order, the one that nobody wants because it has no tip and is too far. Normally, this is what DoorDash does. They stack one pretty good order on top of one that no one is accepting. Usually, it's the order that is like for $2.47 and for 8 miles with no tips or something like that. They pair it with a really good order that is like $11 for 5 miles. It's another where the customer has tipped very well. So they pair that garbage order with the good order. That way, the garbage order look more appealing to you. But this is how you can go around that system. Click on the 3 little hash mark on top of the screen. It will show you the individual name of the order. Then you click on whichever order you want and then click on unassign, and it will actually tell you the remaining amount you will get paid if you want to sign that order. So do that with both orders to see which one is going to pay you more. And then only deliver the order that will pay you more instead of having to do the one garbage order that shouldn't be accepted anyway because the customer didn't tip at all. Secret number 4. This is what you do if your account is ever deactivated. If ever your account is deactivated, you can reactivate it or get a new DoorDash account if you get deactivated. So don't worry if your account is deactivated because you can get your account back. Now, this is one secret that DoorDash don't want you to know. You can have a guaranteed pay as a DoorDash driver. As you and I both know, one of the biggest downsides of being a dasher is that there is so much variability when it comes to pay. It all depends on when you go out during the day, how many dashers are on the road, if there is traffic, if the restaurant is quick or slow. There is so much variability. Now, one thing you can use as a tool to help you fight this is the Solo app. They have a really cool feature that is called Guarantee Pay. So basically, if you schedule your shift through that app and input the hour you are going to be working, they will give you an estimated guaranteed pay that you can expect. Then if you go out and they end up making that amount, they will pay you the difference. It's a really cool feature, right? And with that app, you can also track your file. They have some tax help and some other great tools in there as well. The next secret that DoorDash don't want you to know is you can get free food as a DoorDash driver. There is actually this one place in particular. Maybe this is just in my area, but I think it might be all over the country. It's called Krispy Kreme Donuts. If you go through the drive-thru on your DoorDash order and ask for a donut, they will give you one for free. Now, you can also do this with a lot of other places. I had a connection at Domino's, and I was able to get the free pizza there all the time. So sometimes, if you become friends with the workers and you go to the same restaurant over and over again, they will hook you up. You can actually get free food while you are out on the go. Now, let me give you another secret that DoorDash don't want you to know. The mileage that shows up on your order is not correct. But unfortunately, there is no really good way to find out about the real mileage. I mean, unless you know the area very well, sometimes, just by looking at it, you can tell that the mileage is not what it actually is. But if you have been doing DoorDash long enough, then you should know that sometimes the order mileage is not exactly what they tell you it is. You can figure this out on your own. Maybe type in the restaurant into your Google Map or something. Let's find out the next secret that DoorDash will hide from you. They will send you low-paying offer. I can swear and guarantee that this will happen to you as a Dasher. You will get $2.50 order, $3, maybe $4. I mean, super low-paying orders. And never believe that you should accept those orders as the norm. And to be honest with you, DoorDash will love that you accept those orders all day for only $2.50. But as a contractor, you will never be punished for declining those small orders. And if you keep declining this order, DoorDash will not send you them anymore. So just keep declining them over and over again, and everything will be fine. They won't punish you, and they will stop sending this order to you. Now, this is the final secret. As a DoorDash driver, you should keep a log, maybe in your phone, of what restaurant not to take order from. Simply because some restaurant will make you wait a while, multiple times in a row. Okay, if it's just a one-time thing, maybe they had low staff that day or whatever, fine. But time is money. And the more time you waste waiting for order, the more money you are losing. So if a restaurant always make you wait for more than 5 minutes, put a note on your phone and don't take any order from them ever again. You should do the same for the fast food restaurant because most of the order will come from them. So let's say that you notice that some restaurant always have the order ready every time you walk in, like 5 times in a row. And then maybe one time they make you wait just a few minutes. Or let's say that the 3 orders that you take from them are always ready every time you come for the next 3 orders. I tell you what, my friend, that restaurant should always be on number 1 on your list. So essentially, you should know what restaurants are slow and what restaurants are fast because it's very important in your money making strategy with DoorDash. I found 5 apps that can boost your income. This is the best part. You can use this app wherever you are in the world. To find out more, click on the video that appears on the screen right now. That is all for today. Thank you for watching the Financial Coffee channel, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.